Hey guys, today we're here at Design Inc. just outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. Let's go in. Hey man, how's it going?
Good, how are you, buddy?
I'm Dylan, how are you?
Rob Hargis, nice to meet you.
Me too. I like it in here.
Cool.
It's nice.
Yeah. You guys want to see the shop?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Let's check it out. Obviously that's Tony, but he's on the phone.
Hey, obvious Tony. This is a pretty sweet conference room.
We're gonna go.
I love the way you did all the walls.
Any of the metal that you see in the shop that's like that, we did that all ourselves. And that's how the whole shop is done that way.
So this is the art department?
Art department, yep. This is where the magic happens. Well, they think the magic happens.
How many artists do you have in here?
Sean Drage, how many artists do you have total?
5 in-house and 3 remote.
So 9.
9?
9 full-time,
That's
basically. And they're busy all the time. All the time.
Now, are they doing the whole process? Are they doing designing stuff, or are they more setting up mock-ups?
They're the ones, well, so these guys over here are gonna, the design team's gonna come up with all the designs, and then they're going to give them direction, and then they're gonna complete. And then
Get everything
they'll
ready
send it
for
to the
print,
floor,
basically.
get it all sampled, and then it'll go to production.
Right.
They're making catalogs. This is the design team, and basically what they do is they put all the concepts together, give the art department direction, and from there, then more magic happens.
So you guys dealing directly with the customers?
Nope.
Only with reps.
Only with the sales rep.
Only with the sales reps. Yeah.
So while you got everything kind of, I haven't seen a lot of this where people are putting it all on the walls. Is this all for a different project, or?
So this is our summer line for 2022. So this line we create, produce samples, and then we'll take it to our trade shows. And then that's where our customers will come, see it, buy it for their stores.
Yeah, so basically we're the resort market. So everything from every mom and pop to the biggest, you know, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, you know, big retailers that way, amusement parks. I mean, you name it, we basically print for it. National parks, yeah, a lot of that stuff.
It's a really good niche to be in.
Yeah, it is. We're so busy we can't even keep up. And all this stuff, we do all this stuff ourselves. So all of this stuff is built in-house, so I manufacture all the racks and everything.
Oh, really?
So this is the war room, basically, where all these guys sit together with the reps and they pound out all the different things that are gonna have to happen for that next upcoming season. So we don't just screen print, we actually are a sign company as well. So we make all these little signs. I'll show you all the stuff we do downstairs when we go down there. But we make all this stuff in-house. We actually router the signs, we actually print them in-house, everything.
So you're giving them kind of like a rough layout, and they're adding their own thing to it.
Yep, so basically what we can do is we can take a design like this and we can put it on 10 different kinds of media. So one of our biggest expenses in this shop is artwork. So the more ways we can use our artwork, the better off we are. So if we can do it on shirts and hats and sweats, and we can do it on different kinds of media, stickers, coasters, signs, you know, all the different things that you can do. You know, 99.99% of what we produce is for the resort market.
Right.
Yeah, in everything that we produce.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, I mean, there's a huge need for that, because I mean, most of the times you go to some places and all they have is something like that. That's just like where it is, and it's just text. But some of these are really awesome like that.
Yeah, we do.
Cedar Point one, that smoky one's really cool. I mean, even that one.
Yep.
It's just all very.
I would say our average color per design per setup is, you know, 7 to 8 colors average, and our average run is probably around 120 to 180 shirts at the most. Our average run, I mean, we set up a lot of designs for 48s, 60, 72.
Right.
And those are all 8 color setups too. Everything in our shop is tri-locked 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everything is. So we
that's
even
definitely
tri-lock 1 colors
Yeah,
here.
we do too in my shop.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, you know, you're just setting yourself up to fail.
Right.
Crooked setup, crooked prints, return shirts,
Right. Oh, it makes perfect sense.
pain in the butt.
It's just a workflow thing, you know what
Oh,
I mean? If they know
totally.
every job they're setting up, they're doing it no matter what, then
Yep.
it's just more of a flow.
Yeah, definitely. This is where our sign shop is now, but this is not where our sign shop is gonna be. You're doing my joystick stickers? Nice.
It's quite the light table.
Yes, it is quite. So in here, this is where we're doing a lot of the sticker printing, laminating, all that kind of stuff. All those are done, ready to go. This is once again another art department, if you will. I guess you guys are an art department, right? Yes. Yeah. I mean,
like,
you
"Yeah,
guys
I'd like
aren't
to think so."
creating images. You guys are basically modifying images to fit the different medias.
Yes.
Well, only sometimes we work on the hard. Sometimes we fix a thing or two. But yeah.
If those guys up there screw up, then you fix it.
Yep.
Nice work. So we actually print directly on the coasters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And also because they're a thirsty coaster, the way we print them, they'll still absorb water even with the print on them.
And it won't affect anything? What are you using to print on these?
Top secret.
Top secret stuff? I get it. It's cool though, it looks good.
Yeah, really sharp.
He's got fast hands, really.
You get faster as you go.
No
Which
paper
is the
cuts.
same with all of, screen printing. The more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah, for sure.
This is inventory. So, yeah, we're inventorying millions of dollars worth of products.
I see that. Now, are you setting this up specifically for clients, or you're just stocking it and then pulling from it?
Yep, this is just stock. Yep.
So this is where all the shirts are that we're all looking for.
Yes, I have most of them.
Are these staged orders or more stock?
This is just stuff that just came in. So this is all just incoming right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is all incoming product.
Dang.
Incoming here, outgoing here. So this is all just everything that's prepping to ship.
Is everything that you're sending out in your own boxes?
Yes. Yeah, this all goes to be recycled. Everything gets recycled.
Right,
all the
right.
boxes that we touch are all recycled.
Are you doing it for the branding of the boxes sense, or are you doing it because of like the billable weight shipping?
We do it for the branding of the boxes, just so that everybody sees what everybody
Right, who it's from,
who's
yeah.
getting it. Yep. Yeah, it all comes that way.
Cool. So what do you got going on in here? Is it set up a specific way, or is it just production?
Well, it is just production, but the front end of the shop, we run 4 passports. So literally we have 1 operator per piece of equipment here, and we are, running a 2-man line. So you've got your loader, you've got the passport as an unloader,
Right,
and then you have
and then
1
a
QC.
catcher.
Everything comes from Main Street to the press. So there are no shirts allowed on that side, and there are supposed to be no inks allowed on this side, even though I see a table.
So
of
no
inks
shirts
on this
over
side.
here other than staged, ready to go.
Staged, ready to go. Everything that you see on a cart is either coming off of production or going into production. We could go over to any computer in the shop, and we could pull any work order in the shop, and I could tell you what stage of production it's in at that point in time.
Right.
So every single work order is being tracked by the system, by the location. After it gets printed, it's going to be marked printed in the system, and that's going to send it off to the next
department.
situation. Yeah. So every single order in our shop is tracked by its location, by what's been done to it, every single thing.
What do you got for presses over here? These all Sportsmans?
EXGs. So the first 5 presses are all 14 color EXGs, and then we have our new striker on the end, and then we have.
Well, can we go around that way and
Yeah,
see the
you
presses
bet.
in action?
Let's do it.
No, so like here, like he's just loading shirts by himself. The press is spinning. He's doing them pretty quick too. His dwell's probably what, like 4 seconds?
1 every 4.
4 seconds, yeah. So the passport's just pulling everything off. Perfectly unloaded. And this press is doing the same thing over here. So 2 operators are doing what? However many shirts an hour every 4 seconds.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
You're getting about 720 shirts an hour.
Right.
So they're probably doing around 1,400 shirts an hour with 2 guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome.
I'm so lucky. I have amazing operators. These guys have been with me for a long time. I have guys that have been with me here for 24 years.
That's really cool.
25 years.
It's hard to get that, yeah. I love to see that. She's wiping the lids.
Well, wait till you see my ink room.
It's a very clean ink bucket.
You want to?
Very clean ink bucket.
This is Justin.
How's it
He's
going,
a
man? How are
production
you?
manager. So what his job is
Doing a
his
really great job,
is to
man.
make sure that everybody does what they're supposed to do, obviously, right?
Right.
That's what I do.
That's what he does. So,
Those guys down there were cranking and they weren't complaining, so you're doing something right. Look at the cleanliness of this ink wall. There's no ink on the floor. The buckets are all wiped.
that's the kind of stuff people get fired for here.
I-
Literally. I don't mess around when it comes to my ink buckets. That's the one thing that can wreck a shop. If you have dirty ink buckets and everybody's touching them, they're getting ink everywhere. There's no cure for it. The
Right.
only way you can cure it is to do that, and to make sure that you wipe your bucket. They don't go put away if they're dirty, ever,
Right.
ever.
So now you have
And they
a,
get sent back to the press that brought them if they are dirty, and they will clean them.
so you have someone that's tearing down and taking ink out, and their job is to wipe it, bring it back, put it on.
These
itself?
guys do. So for the passports, that we have helpers that go down and help them set up and tear down designs. And they are responsible to make sure all the ink buckets are clean, along with the operators. I mean, it's everybody's job. You know,
Right.
cleaning ink room, cleaning buckets is
Did you
huge.
have these carts custom made?
Yeah. Yeah, everything comes out this way in the mornings. When we actually go back, you guys will be able to kind of see the loop that we do for our screen room. There's really not a lot of wasted steps. Everything comes in one side and goes out the other. Everything is in line on a purpose. You know, everything is designed with a purpose.
I love, like you said over there, like shirts are on that side, and then clean shirts come this way,
Right.
and then ink is on this side, and ink comes this way. So
Right.
none of this has to cross any paths either way.
Exactly.
It's all
Yeah, it all
Get it
stays
away from each
where-
other.
Yep, where it should be. 100%.
Right.
Yep. You know, he's one of our supervisors on this side of the shop. But basically what he's in charge of doing is making sure all of our spent screens go back in. You know.
How often is he cycling? Like, is the guy in the screen room checking tensions and all that other
Well,
stuff?
we
And then-
cycle around 2,500 screens in this shop. So every day there's going to be screens lost, and every day there's going to be new screens that come out.
Right.
Every single day. You know, some days is worse than others. If somebody drops a screen and it goes through a stack of screens, you know, somebody dropped a squeegee in a machine, you know,
Right.
tears the screen.
So you need a whole department basically, which is
Yeah.
what you have.
We process between 700 and 1,000 frames a day.
Yep.
Yeah. And wait till you see how many people we do that with. Not very many.
Well,
So here you go with my super clean ink room.
Oh,
you
you
guys
got
want to
the
see
mixing.
something that you'll never see anywhere?
yeah.
No shop in the world will you see this except for mine. This is a Wilflex dispensing system, and that's a Rutland dispensing system. Nobody else in the world has both, only me.
Why is that?
I'm just that cool, I
You
guess.
you just had to be. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we
Is he
actually
mixing
provide
something right now?
Yeah.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, are you?
This is Alex. He's in charge
How
of
you
our
doing,
ink room. He runs it. He's the man. See?
And
this
every
is
color
why-
that leaves this department is perfect, right?
That's why we have clean ink buckets, because if they aren't clean, then they have to talk to him.
Right. And nobody wants to do that, right?
Yeah, it's like you
I
don't
understand that.
wanna, yeah, you're going down the wrong road there. We make a lot
Now,
of
what are you doing on these for the most part?
I mix them, I turn them. So once I get them done, if I got a whole layout
Oh,
going,
okay.
I can spin them with a drill, or I put them here depending on how many I got going and how fast I gotta get them out.
Right, that makes sense.
And I just put them in there and they just spin.
Yep. So he can let him just turn while he does other things. That's the beautiful thing about the turnabouts.
Now, are you getting requests from specific departments that they're low on ink and you need to make more, or they come over like, hey, we're out of this, can you make more?
Yeah, it just comes by the job. If they get low, if they scrape the ink into the screen and they don't feel like they have enough of it, they just drop it on the table. We refill it with 2,000 grams, send it back.
So 2,000 at a time.
Yeah, because if we were to mix 3 and they had, 2 in the press,
It's not gonna go back in the
5,000 isn't
kit.
going back in.
Right, it makes sense.
Anywhere
Very,
else.
very impressive ink department.
Well, it's one of those things that makes a difference.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a super efficiency.
So this young lady right here washes squeegees for everybody in the shop all day, every day, all by herself on this one piece of equipment. I used to have people washing squeegees all over the place. It was a disaster. They were throwing rags away, using brushes, doing all this, doing that. She can do all the squeegees in the entire shop for everybody all day long. And we average between 6 and 8 setups a day, 8 colors per setup. So that's a lot of squeegees every day.
Yeah.
And she keeps up with it all by herself, which is amazing. So on this end of the shop, I was gonna say, so here we have Challenger 2, Challenger 2, Challenger 3, Challenger 3, EX, and EX. And then on the other side of the shop over there, we have an EXG and an EX over there as well. So we run 14 autos every day. I wish I could run more. I wish I could run around, if I could run 20 autos a day, I'd be better.
Do you guys have the space for that if you wanted to?
Well, I mean, we have the whole entire building, although, you know, it's getting eaten up by, you know, numerous different things.
Right.
Oh, I was going to show you. So these holes were already on the machine, right? All I did was I built the brackets, and this goes in there, right? And we use a bigger pallet when we do it, and we slide them in and make them even. But from here, what they can do is they can load seam to seam, wrap both sides of the shirt, right? So tighten that on there, pick it up, throw the shirt on, seam to seam. We have different size pallets for different size products, and you can literally do wraparound load, straight loaded wraparound prints.
Just with the custom jig you made.
Yeah, with so I built the brackets and then cut the boards.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so they can do total wraps on here that way. Yeah, and then we have Hammerhead Pallets, which are...
You probably get a good amount of requests for that with the market you're in.
Well, we used to do a lot more of it than we do now. It's just one of those things that comes and goes a little bit.
Smart, man.
I was going to show you my sleeve pallet too.
Yes. You custom made those too?
Yeah. So what they are is they're a 3/8 aluminum pallet. But what I've done is I've actually heated them and bent camber into them. So here's your support. This is actually up just a teeny bit, about an 1/8 inch above grade. And so when the squeegee comes down, it's gonna press this down to grade.
So you don't have the deflection.
Yeah, so there's no deflection down because this is the squeegee itself is gonna stop the deflection, but this is loaded up so it's gonna keep constant tension against the squeegee.
That's
and
super
so
smart.
you can run on these pallets, you can run 10 colors totally registered all day long, no problem. All day long. And I mean, it never changes registration. So in a sleeve pallet system that you could run 10 colors and do it, you know, do it completely registered, and not have to deal with any clamps.
Right.
Or anything like that. I mean, this is just a straight, you know.
That's something I've been dealing with for quite a while on those pallets like that, is just you run into deflection issues.
Yeah, and so the
it's super
biggest thing
smart
is,
that you got this.
So I leave that there to stop the deflection, but because I've got them cambered up just a teeny bit, obviously it's going to just keep constant tension against that squeegee blade.
Right.
And it's just going to stay great all the time. So if you guys ever do anything with this, I'd like a cut.
It's on video and on record right now that you're the one that came up with that. So
yeah. So the coolest thing about it is it takes all of the problems of sleeve printing out of sleeve printing.
yeah, for sure.
Lots of shirts, man. Lots of shirts.
Lots of shirts.
Too many damn shirts.
I love it. So is there anything we haven't seen?
You guys want to see how I make my screens?
Yes. Oh yeah, I want to see reclaim.
I do one thing with screen making that nobody else does either. Not that I'm aware of anyways. Because I've had everybody in the whole industry tell me that I'm crazy for how I make my screens, but I've been doing it this way forever.
Hey, it works for you.
Well, it saves a lot of money. This is one place that's very hard to keep clean.
Well, yeah.
So every screen in this shop obviously goes through our reclaim system. This system right here is capable of right around 500 screens a day in 8 hours. We have a brand new piece of equipment that's coming that will do around 1,200 screens in 8 hours with the same amount of guys. So that's going to be huge for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, huge. So everything comes out completely dry and goes right into the coater.
Right after. No waste to
Well, now
step.
there's a reason for this. So when you have a really, really clean screen printing frame, there's no, I mean, screen printing shops have a lot of lint, t-shirt.
Right, you're going right from there to here.
I want from there to there because I don't want there to be a chance to get any of the lint from the shop.
No
onto
fish
that.
eyes or any
No
issues.
fish eyes, no crap like that.
Right.
So it comes straight out, goes straight into there, goes straight into the dryer, and then from the dryer this way. So in here, old Devin is imaging everything, all by his lonesome. You get so lonely over here by yourself. In the yellow light, you feel like an alien when you leave.
I'd rather be by myself.
Yeah, so everything on the eye images, everything in the shop, no film. Film sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're going right from over there drying, and then they're going
Drying
getting
from
sorted.
here, right into the eye images, from the eye images right into the imaging device, and literally you have, so what did we have? We had one guy breaking down, one guy loading the tunnel, Paul is coding, and we have 3 guys over here. So these guys, 7 guys are reclaiming and imaging 700 to 1,000 screens a day. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Not a lot of people can say that. Thursday, Auto 14. They'll start to stage out for the next day, all the different designs. Auto 13, Auto 12, all the way down the line. They're gonna pre-stage them. The inks are gonna go on the carts, out to production. Best ever.
So you got a
no
guy
wasted steps. Everything goes in. Squeegees get dropped off. Dirty screens go there, get broken down, go through, get coated, get stored.
It's a perfect
get imaged,
flow back.
The perfect flow. In one side, out the other.
Wow, super impressive.
Right? Straight into this really clean ink room, and everything is good from there.
Well, hey man, super impressive shop. For
Thanks,
real.
man. I appreciate it.
I loved it. It's so good.
Yeah, clean, man. Teach everybody to be clean,
Oh,
and
I
they'll
know.
be much happier.
I
promise.
fully agree with you.
Yeah, if you have a clean ink room, the rest of your shop will be amazing.
It's true though.
It is true.
I just love the flow, like I said, of like shirts to that side, inks to this side, and the inks are just super clean. Like I feel like even if you didn't have that mentality and you had inks and shirts on the same side, you wouldn't have that problem because of how clean it is.
Right. Well, I mean, Sean and I and Tiff have been here doing this together for, you know, over 30 years. And with going down that road so many times, if you're willing to try and be better, and you're willing to look at what would make you better and make those changes, that's how things get
You just
done.
got to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge believer in automation. I think automation is so much, it makes it easier on your employees to be automated.
Quality of life.
You know, and 100%, you know, I have a lot of guys here that are amazing workers, and I can't say enough about them because obviously without them, none of the machines go around.
Right,
you know?
right. It's not fully automated.
It's not fully
You
automated.
need
but
that talent.
I don't want them worrying about their screens. I don't want them worrying about their inks. I don't want them worrying about anything but what they should have in front of them, and somebody else deals with the rest of it. And that's how, you know, we set up and knock down a lot of designs every day. A lot of
I see that.
Yeah, that's all we do here is set up and tear down. If we got paid to do that, we'd make more money than we make on t-shirts.
Well, hey, thanks again, man. Seriously.
Yeah,
Super
awesome.
cool to see. Really great.
Appreciate it.